The closer you got to me, the faster I try to leave. Like a mirage, like a mirage. The stars that you throw like me, on my arms I appear empty. Like a mirage, like a mirage. Closer you got to me, the faster I try to leave. Like a mirage, like a mirage. The stars that you throw like me, on my arms I appear empty. Like a mirage.
Yes. Hello, hi. Now we're gonna hear, again for a second time, biggest bless up to all of you that have tuned in, by the way. Yes, we are back again, man. We are back again, and it's gonna be an insane amount of, repetition that we have to go around that, we have beaten this chain the basketball FC, and then, yeah, if anyone wants to join this panel and you're done, this is the link here, alright? You can join this through this link. So yeah, big up to all of you. Shout out to all of you that have tuned in, and we try to assist to the game. And yeah, like I said before, my other stream that I did earlier. I mean, if you look into the scenario that I've done it, the games that we have played, I think it has been like a bit kind of a boring, to be honest. It's not like it's not like, we're not having position. Like Arsenal will have the ball. Arsenal will try to do something, but we don't score that much goal. But again, against Spurs, 4-1, man, it's been intense. Yes, brother. How are you? Long time. Okay, I think something is wrong, maybe. Okay.
Yes, my brother. What's going on?
Yeah, yeah. How are you, man?
Hi. Hey, you know what? I'm ecstatic. I'm over the moon. Let me know if you have any trouble listening to me, yeah, because I'm in a train station waiting for my train to go to London.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Sure, no problem, no problem.
But listen. I'm ecstatic. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so nervous before the game. I was honestly, I was very, very nervous. You know when when you know you should be a team, but because it was Tottenham, I was like, oh my God, we have to beat them because we know that Man City and Liverpool lost. So it was a case of we have to win. And you know what's happened in the past? As the words that you always say, we bottled it, But this week, thank you, God. I'm trying to do it. I can't. I'm on my phone. I can't do it. But um, honestly, I was just over the moon that we got this good win. I think Trossard was fantastic today. Had a great performance. Looking at Rice as a leader. That's it. Looking at Rice as a leader, pushing the team forward. Calafiori. You know what? Everyone was fantastic. Constantly pressing. They couldn't. They didn't even have a chance to kind of play the ball and string maybe three or four, five passes together. We were always closing them down, closing them down. And my guy Marino, despite what everyone says about Marino, yeah, again, he played well, holding the ball. There was, running into little slots, into holes and stuff like that. He was fantastic. And as for Eze, if I'm being honest with you, I was moaning about Eze in the beginning. I was saying about Eze. I was saying like, bro, you need to get into the game more. Because I said to myself, Odegaard, when you see Odegaard always calls for the ball. He said, give me the ball. And I didn't see Eze doing it, and I was saying he needs to get into the game. And obviously that Trossard, fantastic goal, the pass from Marino, and then Eze's goal. I was like, thank you, God. I was like, because that 1-0 was great, but when it hit 2-0, when Eze scored, I thought, yes, God, thank you so much. But that kind of like eased me a bit. But I said to the family, I said, second half, we have to go and score an X. We need to make it 3-0. We have to make it 3-0. And bro, before I came to sit down, it was 3-0 already. I was just like, this is a perfect this is a perfect way we should go and win the game. And I did it. I thought 3-0, and I thought Spurs were trying to give us the game anyway, which they kind of did uh, somewhat. But that goal should have never have gone in. That goal,
Oh,
you know what? That frustrated me so much. It's unbelievable. Sorry, give me 1 second, yeah?
yeah, yeah. No
One
problem, no
second, one
problem,
second, 1 second. I'll
no
put you
problem,
on
no
mute.
problem, no problem,
And
no
I'll put you on
problem.
mute. So you continue.
All right, all right. Big up to all of you that have tuned in. Richard is on his way to the bus towards his home, by the way. He's from London, actually, right? East London. So, yeah, anyway, we have been talking about AZ's call, and then, yeah, the spectacular AZ's call. Like Richard has already said before, we wanted more from AZ. We have been screaming for that AZ. We were talking about AZ being that instrumental guy. We have been talking about AZ, that the guy that likes to bring chaos. I think we haven't seen that much from AZ at the start of the season. He had some assists and some goals, but it was not enough. But tonight, he showed what he was made of. This was the AZ that we have expected, the AZ of Crystal Palace, the AZ we have known who can play on the wing, who can play on the side, or can play on the flank, who takes on men, who is aggressive, who is dribbling, who is saucy, and who is more aggressive on the final third. We have been, yeah, the point that brother Richard have made about on this Odegaard team. Odegaard demands for the ball. There's that dictation of the play that he does. Odegaard, smooth with the ball. AZ don't do that. He has a little bit different profile. AZ within 1 year, they're like a little bit similar profile, like where or 18 1 year is a bit raw. He's quick. He likes to shoot more. AZ is kind of like a blend of a player, but the situation where AZ took that shot. I bet you, if it was Odegaard should have, pass the ball or hold the ball a little bit too longer. I've been telling from before, the moment the attacking midfielder holds the ball, either you unleash the ball or have a shot. Do not play around. You can as a midfielder you can hold on to the ball a little bit and dribble pass here and there, and then one or two dribble and then have a shot. But what AZ did was spectacular. That is what I want the attacking midfielders to do it. You need not need to hold the ball for a very, very long time. You need not
Yes.
need to overplay yourself, and you don't need to dribble too much. Either
Um,
you pass it or have a shot.
no,
AZ did that. Shot. Boom.
this is exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what you don't need to dribble too much.
Pick up
You just need
momentum.
to get the ball, make it very easy. It's simple as that.
Mhm. Exactly,
But
exactly, exactly.
yeah, sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. I just ran for the
Hey, no problem,
train.
no problem. No problem, no problem. How long does it take to reach home from train?
Oh, so from where I am, it takes 1 hour to get to London.
1 hour. Oh,
I know. This is why I was driving earlier. I was driving like a madman trying to get to the train station, but I made it anyway. Um,
salute to you, salute
but
to you. Yes.
yeah. So anyway, carry on what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, regarding this attacking midfielders thing, I think we have got some topic to. We will come to Raya's point from later on the mistake that we did, but the overall play that we did was very, very fantastic. To be honest, I think, given the fact that we don't have a Eucharist or Kai Havertz and we don't have the likes of Jesus at the moment, our three strikers are out. As it
Yep.
stands, our two strikers are out. But the game that we play, I think it was like I think we didn't even play to our best level yet. It was not
No,
our
we
best
didn't.
performance. Spurs were just holding themselves back, and then I was surprised. Spurs have their key players like Johnson, who Bergwell, Kulumbon, Star, and then the likes of Siemens on the bench. I was surprised. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
they've got the midweek Champions League game. We have got Bayern Munich, but and then we carried on, and then we just blew them off the park. Actually, it was like 60, 70 minutes. They did came around a little bit around that seat. Maybe most of the game tonight was we were under control. To be honest, Rice and Zubimendi were literally easing around. And then as usual, like I said before, we were demanding more from AZ to do it. 65 million pound signing here and there. Like demanding for the ball. But again, what I want Odegaard to do is shoot more.
Shoot more.
Eze,
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. But because realistically, if you look at that performance and from Eze, he didn't play fantastically well. However, he scored a hat trick, and that's something that Odegaard will struggle to. I know Odegaard's the captain, the team because he's not scoring. Eze is what we need for someone to constantly score. He might not have the same influence as Odegaard. 'Cause we know Odegaard is a hard worker. He's up and down, up and down. But what we want from Odegaard, yes, is not just an assist. He's not just your hard work, but we want you to score the goals. We want you to score the important goals. And as everyone says about Eze, he will get you that goal from nothing. He will get you the goal from nothing, and he's that special player that can do what he's got to do. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, yes, exactly,
But
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. He have got that magic in the flair in him too. He's a different profile than compared to Odegaard. If we compare to a attacking midfielder, like Odegaard got that orchestrating, that dictating mindset on him that he could bring on. He brings that presence on him. All right, Odegaard is there, fine. He will demand for the ball here and there. He orchestrates the play like a musician, to be honest. Whereas Eze is like, all right, fine. I don't need to be a musician, but let me run. Let me bring some havoc to the team. That's easy. Ethan Wanyama is like kind of a little bit raw, like he's quick, yes. He's that kind of a player that he still
yeah,
needs to develop a little bit more. Ethan Wanyama, I think we could see with the game. I think he likes to shoot more instead of passing. I think that's Ethan Wanyama. But again, with time, and given the fact he's only 18 years old, he needs to grow more. But again, tonight, Eze, heads up, man, heads up, man.
Look,
His
to be
shots
fair,
was what
any
people.
yeah, listen, any player that scores a hat trick, you can't say any negative about them. But let's be honest, it's massive. It's just massive. He's scoring a hat trick. You got hand standing hats off to him. But we got to remember, and there's no negative from an Arsenal perspective apart from that goal. Tottenham were really poor. Tottenham were really, really poor team today. Um, and it's shocking because to me, I think they've got a good few players like who are good for the team. But the way they're performing as a team, it's like it's like they don't know each other on the pitch.
Exactly,
Um,
exactly.
but look, yeah, it's honestly it's quite strange the way that they're put together. But look, that's not my problem. Like end of the day, we did what we had to do. Go on, mate. We did what we had to do. We won 4-1, and we go marching on. I know we've
Mhm.
obviously, but I don't know. Have you touched on the goal we conceded?
No, no, not yet, not yet. Before we go on, Gunnar Mutli, yeah, the link
Okay,
is here.
cool.
The link is here. The link is here. If you want to join, the link is here, right? You can see on the screen. And if you can proceed through here, I've already sent the link on the group, on our gunman group. The link is there.
Yeah.
You can proceed through this link. Okay, yeah, yeah, we can carry on. Yeah, man, the goal. I think for you, whose fault it is? Is it Raya? Is it Zubimendi?
Oh,
Who is to
Zubimendi,
blame for that
man.
goal?
It's
Zubimendi.
Zubimendi. Come on, it's got nothing to do with Raya. It's got nothing to do with Raya. Listen, Raya plays like that all the, it's always 18 yards out of the box. Zubimendi was holding on to the ball for too long. Like what? Like
Exactly.
Zubimendi. Look, he's a quality player. He's good with his feet, but there's two people closing you down. I think Saliba was just over there. You could have passed the ball to Saliba. It's simple. This is this is the frustration about football, right? And certain players. Like Zubimendi had a good game, so and that mistake was you were holding on to the ball for too long, despite it being 3-0. We know that Spurs were not touching. They weren't even taking shots at our goal. They couldn't do anything to us. Richarlison was being bossed about left, right, and centre. But that silly mistake from Zubimendi, it just frustrated me. Like anyone who throws shade on Raya, make clearly they haven't watched the game, or they've listened to everyone else's feedback. But Zubimendi was the guilty party here. He made a mistake, and he's got to put his hands up to it. But fundamentally, that it even though we were 3-1 up, I was still confident we were going to win. However, I said to myself, this is going to give them a bit more, like, yeah, we can do it. We can do it. And you did see after they scored, they were playing more progressive football. They got a bit of confidence. Polinia, is it Polinia? Polinia, yeah. He was getting the hard tackles in. He was getting the ball. And then when I think when they brought on Saar, because I know I like Saar. Saar's got like a good running ability. He's got energy up and down, up and down, up and down. I thought, oh no, they're bringing on Saar. I didn't think about anything about Namwani, but I said to myself, oh, they're bringing Saar to bring in energy. But look, it fundamentally it worked out for us.
Yeah, I think it's the network problem from the train. Yeah. Okay, guys, hold on a minute. Richard is not at home, by the way. He's coming from train, so yeah, at times there will be some fluctuation here and there, you know. All right, you back? Oh, yeah, cool, cool, cool.
Let me turn the Wi-Fi on here. But there's Wi-Fi here, though.
Okay, by the way, he'll be fixing his Wi-Fi at the moment. And yes, I think it is all right now. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
Yes,
whose
okay.
fault do you think it was then?
For me, it was Zubimendi, man. I mean, some of my even my community, my friends are telling, okay, it's partly Raya and Zubimendi, but like, come on, yes, it's a kind of a resemblance to the goal that we conceded from Sar, that Hong Kong game, yes, when Skelly lost the ball. But that time, Raya was way out the line. He was like 25 yards away from the goal line. But this game, he was literally inside the box. He tried his best though. Raya tried his best though. Maybe if his arm was a little bit, a couple of inches longer, then he could have easily, saved that ball. But again, not his fault. Zubimendi, like you said before, he hold the ball way too low. He hold the ball way too low. Now,
Yeah.
I was sitting and watching the game and it was like Zubimendi, don't you dare lose the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball. He lose the ball, boom. And out of nowhere, who was
Same
the
thing.
scorer by the way? Richarlison, man.
Like,
Richarlison. Like imagine
yeah,
Richarlison.
I know. Richarlison is the player that everybody hates naturally. Everybody hates. But the thing is, with Zubimendi, right? He's good with his feet, but he's not like a Trossard. Trossard can get out any spot of his feet. He's phenomenal with his feet. So to me, it was a case of, like you said, like with football, from my perspective, I like it simple. I like it simple passing. Yeah, don't hold on to the ball unnecessarily. Like I tell my son that all the time. I always tell him, don't hold on to the ball. Say 1 second. Yeah, I always tell my son, don't hold on to the ball for too long. And I showed him that two people can put you under lose the ball. And two people will put you under pressure and you lose the ball. It's as simple as that. And obviously we're lucky that one, we're a really good team, and two, Tottenham are really poor. They couldn't get on them by scoring one goal. So, in a sense that it could have looked bad. In my head, I was thinking loads of things be 3-3 where they come back. But again, like I said, we were that good, and yeah, we just did our thing, man, and we finally kind of pushed the game to it and made it 4-1.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, obviously, man. It was a fantastic game, man. And I think this game, man, we should have easily scored 5, 6, 7 goals. Actually, if we were clinical enough, a little bit more decisive, we could have scored 5, 6, 7 goals.
Oh yeah,
We should have humiliated Spurs
even
like left,
all
right,
right.
and center.
Yeah, don't forget Rice's chance in the beginning, the first 3 minutes.
Oh,
He should have scored.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yes. And Eze should have scored 5 or 6 goals, double hat trick. So many chances were there for him
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, yeah. I think Saka had an opportunity. Eze had another opportunity to score. Um, I can't remember who else, but like you said, we should have had at least 5 or 6, and maybe potentially more if we had taken the
Yep.
opportunities.
And then,
But
brother,
what?
sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, I also want to know your opinions on your thoughts about Hinkapi. By the way, here is debut against Spurs. Another player that was almost joining Spurs that we hijacked. Yes, Eze was not the only one that we hijacked. Hinkapi was also the second player, and then it was Hinkapi in, and then Hinkapi. I think I will. To be honest, I predicted Hinkapi to start as a left back, in order to battle out with Kudus, but Kalafuri was there. Cool, he did quite well against Kudus, and then boom, Hinkapi, as a left-footed center back, he covered Gabriel tonight. I think for me he was
Yeah.
quite okay. He was good. It was okay for me. What's your thought on Hinkapi, by the way, so far? And then tonight
Yeah, but
he got his starts.
uh, to be honest, since I've seen Nketiah play for Arsenal, I don't think. I think he's looked good. I think he really looked good. And to be honest, this game, to judge him of this game, to say if he played really, really well or played really, really bad, Spurs were that bad. He wasn't even tested. Do you get what I mean? He wasn't even tested. So, hey, no, go ahead. 1 second, man. 1 second.
No, no problem, no problem, no problem. Anyway, that's the problem of coming through the train, but smart dedication, hard worker, man. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, so far the Hingabi's performance was quite okay so far. I mean, bigger picture is still to be there. I know we've got the likes of Bayern Munich, we've got the likes of Chelsea, Villa. Until and unless Gabriel returns, we will be seeing more of Mosquera and Hingabi playing. So yeah, we bought them in, right? One is a loan player, one we bought him for 30 million pounds. And both are extremely young. One is 22 years old, one is 21 years old. These are the
Yeah, that's
condition and time they need to step up. That's it. They need to step up. Gabriel is injured, you have the opportunity to
100%.
play. Yes. And you're
Yeah,
getting your game done, you have to perform. That's it. That's competition, isn't it? At the end of the day.
yeah, you're right, you're right, and and I think so. Just going back on Nketiah, like, and how I think the next two games he will play the next two games, and I think the Bayern oh, damn it, they can't hear me. Okay, more Bayern Munich, but the Bayern Munich test will be vapid, and that's when we can probably judge Nketiah a bit better. And again,
Mhm.
after that, we've got Chelsea, which is like another 3 days after that. So it is going to be one of those games where then we can tell how good Nketiah is. Um,
Mhm. Exactly,
and
exactly,
you know
exactly.
what? And you probably think, actually, is it time for, maybe if Kepa doesn't do too well, is it a chance for Mascara to come in? Because as we know, we've seen Mascara, and he's fantastic for us. I think, yes, he made that one mistake, but that mistake, bro, to be honest, that I wouldn't judge him of that mistake, because every time he's come in, he's been flawless.
Mhm.
It's like
Exactly,
we
exactly.
haven't missed. I remember, I think exactly. So to me, I think
What's good,
at the
guys? I've
moment,
got
I'm
no
so
camera at the
comfortable.
moment, but I'm here.
Yeah, yeah, all good, Chris, all good, all good.
What's happening? You alright?
Yeah, I'm all good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, yeah, we are all
Yeah,
good, we are
all
all
good,
good.
man.
Great win today, eh?
We're just talking about this fantastic,
I've
yes,
been I've been
massive,
hearing you. I've been listening.
massive.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
massive,
okay,
massive
cool,
game.
cool. But
We were talking about Hincapié actually, Hincapié and Mosquera. How these guys will settle in. The stage is yours.
I
You
think
can take your time on it.
Ikape, he had it's what Richard said. It's hard to gauge because Spurs were terrible today. They stepped it up a bit when in the second half after they scored. They had maybe like a 10-minute spell where they looked like they might get a little something back in the game. But then we just started making the passes again, and then as they scored again and just finished it off. But yeah, man, it's kind of hard, like he said, because they didn't really test us, did they? But from what I see of him, he looks solid, man. And yeah, today I predicted I wasn't too sure. I was like 2-0, 3-1. But the way that first half went, as soon as we kicked off and scored again, I was thinking like we should be scoring 5 or 6 here. Like we should be absolutely battering them. So you got to give Spurs a little
facts.
bit of credit in that aspect because they stepped up a slightly little bit in the second half, made it a little bit harder, innit? Because the way we were going, I thought we were going to slap them 5 or 6 nil. But no, man, that was a fantastic result. I think Moreno had a really good shout out for playing up front. His movement, if you watch his movement, like because he's come a little bit deeper, he's able to give that pass into Trossard. He's moved a little bit out of the way. He's not in the way there. Like Eze's coming in and taking the space. You know what I mean? Like I kind of like him there. Obviously, he's not going to be like a gunman striker and slapping 20 goals for us. But when he plays up front for us, I do like his movement, his little touches, some of his passing. Whereas last season, I was a bit like, oh, Moreno's on. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't really giving him his dues. But he's got them little touches, man. He's like little flicks, little nice little chip passes here and there. He's good. I like him, man. I thought he deserved a little shout out for up front today. Even though he didn't score, I think he
Yeah,
played quite well. You know what I mean? His movement, his link up
yeah.
play and stuff.
Yeah, obviously, man. I mean, tonight the way he played against Spurs was quite fascinating, to be honest. I mean, see, this is the problem with Mikel Merino. When he starts on that eight as an LCM, we know we are getting into trouble. You know, when he starts in that midfield, there is always a glimpse and a moment on him that he's too clumsy, he's too slow, that he loses the ball, and then the opponent run over us. I think that's been the issue. But I think playing up front, I think his movement, like you said, like a false nine, going inside, coming deep here and there, I think it does impact a lot of game. That's the role of the false nine. I think what we miss from him is against low block. I think that's where he will struggle, and then that's the situation in a scenario where we do need the likes of Victor Yokres, for example.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I mean, he might not do the same movement like the like Merino does, but Victor does presses a lot high up the pitch, and then the moment he goes in, we know that Victor is now pulling at least one defender in with him or two defenders in with him. So when he plays, we know there is free on that left side or the right side. That's the game that we have been seeing. Victor has been marked by two, three players. That has been the scenario so far. But yes, speedy recovery to him. At the end of the day, we need all the players back because the games are coming thick and fast at the end of the day. And yeah,
Yeah,
Merino was
they're coming back at the right time, innit?
yeah, Merino was quite good. And then I think Timber, I think the performance was very, 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 very good to be honest. Just pray that he don't get injured. That's it. Do not run him down. All right. Do not run him down to the ground.
Oh no, we don't want an injury there with him. But I think this year we've got the cover sorted, man. Even if like Timber went down, Mascarero can go there. White can cover. You know what I mean? We've got so many options in defense this season. I'm not even worried. Like when Gabriel got injured, I wasn't even worried because I was like, we could play Calafori there, Hikapi there, Mascarero there. You know what I mean? Like you could do whatever you want. You could even put Ben White in centre back. Like we've got so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
options. It's unreal. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, yeah, exactly, man. I just even I was talking to my friends and I was telling like, okay, fine, we have got the depth at the moment. Even if Timber and Calafrio is not available, I don't care because we have got Mosquera, Ben White, Skelly is there. What we want from this team, I was talking to my friends. I even gave this text to the group also that like Trossard, Merino, Saka, Eze. This guy should turn up. This guy should be lethal in front of goal. And then, yes, Trossard scored a goal. Saka was effective. Merino was going up and down the pitch. And then guess what? Eze, he took a responsibility tonight. He scored hat-trick. See, that's what I want from this team to do it. For the past 2 seasons, it's the defense that has been saving our assets from the back. Our attack has been a little bit kind of iffy. At times it's very frustrating. They miss the chance, but I think it's about time we have to click and gear up to a next gear, so that the attack should start clicking from now on. The attack, I'm not worried about our defense. I think I want our attackers to be more lethal. You know, at the end of the day, we need to score at least two, three goals. Sort out the game. Defenders, do your job. At the end of the day, it's the attackers that needs to
Yeah,
step up and score the goals. Yeah.
I'm not worried about the attack
yeah,
either,
fact.
Steve. I'll be honest, bro. The players we've got, you know what I mean? Like, if Trossard didn't turn up today, you could have brought on Manwake, you could have brought on Martinelli. You know what I mean? We've got so many options now. I think our attack will be all right throughout the season. He just needs to keep the players fresh. Like he said, we can't have, like you can't play Saka too much. You can't play Timber too much. You can't be playing the players too much. Some games, give them a bit of a rest. We've got so many options. Use the players we've got. That's what I say.
Yeah, our attack right now, I think it is kind of. I don't have too much worry, but again, I have worry at the same time. You know, like I know Martinelli has been fantastic coming off the bench, and it seems like this is kind of Martinelli's role um, going forward because we always said, Trossard is great off the bench, and which he is. But Trossard this season has been fantastic. He's been one of our probably our top four players, outstanding players this season. He's been absolutely fantastic, and I think everyone was criticizing, especially in the summer. Oh, we should get rid of Trossard, or we should get rid of Martinelli. It's always been one or the other. And if I'm being honest with you, I've said to a point like, actually, let's keep Martinelli in the bench. Let's get rid of Trossard and bring someone else new. So I was at one point saying, if we had to lose one, let's get rid of Trossard. And Trossard, listen, prove me wrong all day. I don't give a damn. If anyone, any Arsenal player, manager, prove prove, when we have doubts about individual players and they prove you wrong, bro, I'm putting my hands up and say, listen, thank you. Thank you for proving me wrong. And Trossard has proven, I think Trossard's proven a lot of people wrong this season. I think he's been absolutely outstanding from his perspective and his form. Like when he joined Arsenal, he was never a starter anyway, but it was a fantastic impact off the bench player. And this year, I don't know, I think maybe it's his third or fourth goal, I think, this season, or maybe third goal of the season. Not too sure, but obviously I know one of you guys are going to check how many goals he scored, but he's been fantastic. Really, he's very intelligent. And that's something you got to rate Trossard with. If Martinelli had that intelligence, he'd be a phenomenal player. If Trossard had Martinelli's pace, he'd be even better. Do you get what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So it's like we've got in betweeners. Do you get what I mean? So, but yeah, Trossard's been absolutely fantastic, and everything that Trossard's done this season has been on point. And as for a strike, like you said, a strike force, I don't have a problem with it. I think thank God Madueke's back. I'm saying thank God. I'm the one who criticised him before when we were doing the transfer. And I
I was
criticised him. I said,
there,
"What?
I was there.
Yeah, see,
I,
there
I
you
was,
go."
I
I
was
think
better.
myself,
I was better. Yeah, yeah. But I think, for my perspective, Matueke needs to score 10 goals to prove me wrong. But again, yeah, so far the performance has been good. I'm not saying that it's that bad, but I think what he needs to do is, he needs to up his decision making. I mean, a little bit, be more. Have that end product, especially when you're attacking, going for the goal, and then when not to pass, when to shoot, when not to shoot. At times he takes that extra touch and he over dribbles himself too much. I think that's the thing. And then
yeah,
you're spot on with this
so,
Trossard and Martinelli comparison. Martinelli, if he got that brain of Trossard, and if Trossard had that pace of Martinelli, if Trossard got that pace, then my God, he'll be insane if he got that pace.
yeah. And I think Trossard had a not Trossard, sorry, going back to Madueke, right? And I think Madueke had a fantastic opportunity to score, but Saka passed it to Eze instead because Madueke was free in the middle. Madueke was opening his arms, saying, "Give me the ball, give me the ball." But I think because Eze was on a hat, Eze already scored a hat trick, and I think Saka was like, "Nah, score another goal if you can." And then the keeper did a fantastic save. But to me, I think Madueke was in the right position to score that goal. But obviously, the pass wasn't to him. It was with Eze. But Madueke, I think when he came on the left for a minute, I think he put a ball in. I think it was blocked or something. I can't remember. I'm trying to think now. But Madueke looked bright when
Yeah,
he
he
came
did
on.
straight away. As soon as he came on, he done a little darting run and tried to put the ball in, and it went out for a corner. Like
Yeah, that's the
instantly,
one. Yeah,
within
yeah.
about 2 minutes of him being on. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I said to myself, that's what you want to see. Like, but like you said, Madueke's got to learn a few stuff, and I think that's the now why Arsenal got him because he is going to be the understudy. He is going to be the understudy to Saka, or he's going to play in the left. But we know he can, from what we've seen of him this season, he can cause trouble. He's quick, he's fast, he's mobile. So
Yeah, I
let's.
like him, man.
I think, yeah, I do like him. I do like him. I do like
Like
him.
a
I
lot
didn't
of
like him
fans were
before.
cussing who's signing in him when we first signed him. Out of all the Chelsea players we've signed, I was actually like, I like him. He's been a bit. I've seen him in some games where he's been really good. Obviously, he's hit and miss, but he's still young, isn't
Yeah,
he? So if
yeah,
Arteta can coach him and get him going the way he wants to go in the next 2 seasons, you watching him in the next 2 seasons, he's going to be fucking slapping goals in, bro. Sorry to swear.
yeah.
He's going to be slapping goals in.
No, yeah, 100%, 100%. Like, and 'cause when I saw the team sheet and I saw Madueke and Martinelli, that put a smile to my face. I said,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I said to myself, okay, when you're playing those teams and you think, the deadlock's not broken, and you bring off Saka, you bring on Trossard, and you bring on Madueke and you put Martinelli, it just, on the break, you're gone. Left.
Yeah, game
And
over.
defenders are all tied. Defenders
Okay, I think it's a networking problem maybe from the train.
Yeah, the
But yeah,
reception when you come up from
yeah, yeah,
London,
yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah,
obviously
he'll
I
be
live
back.
in Huddersfield now. So it's only when you're traveling on the train, the reception goes so many times. It's unreal. It's unreal. Like, I'll be
I
sat there
got.
watching YouTube, and then it'll just be buffering, buffering, buffering. I'm like, come on, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly, man. But yeah, I think talking about our attacks, maybe they need to step up more. I think I don't know what we're gonna do in January, but I think Trossard and Martinelli, I think both of them will be like a makeshift player, maybe. Given the fact that Trossard will be starting in that frame, I think Martinelli will be that player that will be starting in Champions League. I think this is the trend that we have been seeing so far. I mean, if we look into it, Trossard has been consistently contributing a lot in the league. He's been putting up more GA this season. And if we look to Martinelli, Champions League, he has been doing well in Champions League, isn't it? 3 games, he has been lethal. He's been scoring goals in Champions League. So taking its perspective, I think so far it looks good. And the moment Victor Eucharist comes by, and then the moment the likes of Gabriel Jesus comes by, I think it will be also a very very crucial moment for us. I think Jesus off the bench will also be very very crucial to us in a way that we need those players. We need those fresh legs to come in. So yeah, I'm very much excited to see Jesus too. I think many are saying get rid of him, but I think I was also among the candidate to get rid of him. But I think given the stretcher and the amount of games that are coming around, I think we better keep Gabriel Jesus. We better keep Gabriel Jesus this season because we will need Gabriel Jesus, like it or not. Maybe up front, right wing, left wing. There will be a time and a situation where we might need him. What's your thought on the depth, Chris? On
Yeah,
Jesus?
I was talking to my brother about this, and we were both agreed on it. Because if you look at his form, I know obviously the last couple of seasons since the last World Cup, he keeps just getting injured all the time. Whether it's the same knee injury or the other knee, like he's had two more, but you know what I mean. He's had about 3 injuries now, where it's been like he's hampered his performances at Arsenal because he's like last season he came into form, started scoring goals, got injured again. So he's like just when you think all right, he's gonna do all right, he gets injured. The first season he done really well for us. The World Cup come along and then he ends up getting injured and then it just ruined it for us. And we never had a striker then. So I don't know. I like him, man. I do like him. I think he's a good player. On his day when he's on form, he can create some good goals, whether he's up front or on the wing. He's got enough skill. You know what I mean? He can get through players. He's got an eye for a little pass as well. So if his fitness is there, like you said, we're gonna have so many fixtures. Why not keep him? Because I doubt someone's gonna come in. I think the only place he'll go is probably back to Brazil,
Yes, exactly,
and it's
exactly.
probably
But
going
I
to be a
think
loan deal as well. So do we really want to loan him out, or do we just because we're going to have to pay some of the wages? There's no way a Brazilian team's going to pay him 200 and something grand a week.
no, never in a million years, never in a million years. And
So,
until unless he moved to Southeast, for example. I mean, back in the Middle East. I
so do we
think
loan him
those
to
are.
Brazil and subsidize like half his wage or more than half his wage, or just
Oh
keep him
my
and pay his wage
goodness.
and hopefully,
They
you know what
might
I
they
mean?
might
And then he
not
plays
they
for
might
us.
not even pay they might not even pay half his wages too. Maybe 30% maximum. Those clubs in Brazil. Uh, I mean, it's a very tricky situation, man. I mean, I think Jesus is also in the age where he might want to stay in Europe for a couple of years, maybe. I mean, he's 28. Like, it's a little bit too early for him to go back, isn't it? I mean, given the fact of his age, if you look
I'm
into
just
it.
thinking
But I
on a loan deal, not on a permanent. I don't think he'll go Brazil on a permanent, but I'm just thinking, does he go back to Brazil where he's going to be playing in all the time now, or does he stay at Arsenal and maybe be a bit part of play? That's what he's thinking in his head. You know what I mean? But I'd keep him. Me personally, I'd keep him. If his fitness is
Yes,
there and he
yes.
looks like he's back to being in a good shape, I'd keep him. If he still looks like he's a bit dodgy, then maybe loan him out.
I think if we look into Jesus, man, I think the problem with Jesus, with all of us fans that we had, is his finishing, isn't it? Like he tends to frustrate us a lot. Like he will get those chances and opportunity, but he will he will not convert his chance. I think that has been a problem. But I think if we have the likes of a Eucharist feat or likes of even Havertz, those competition with rotating, I think why not give it a run of a go for Jesus coming off on the bench, for example, 70 minutes, bring Jesus to the wing, left wing, right wing. I think he can create something on the wing because he is skillful
Oh yeah.
enough to play. He's good in dribbling. His crossing
Like
is
we
still
we
good.
could possibly take off like say like Trossard, Eucharist, and Saka started in a game. We could possibly take all three of them off and go. go Madueke, Martinelli, and Jesus. All got pace, all got skill. Changed the game, completely different style of play. You know what I mean? Like we have the capability of being able to do that.
Exactly, exactly. And then if you look into our depth, yes, couple of games that we have been looking to it with the attacking injuries. I think our depth in the attacking department have been quite low. Yes, but given the fact that all our attackers are coming back from injury, I think for me, it's high time Arteta managed the squad from now. Because even tonight, Saka was limping. To be honest, he looks tired by 70 minutes, but he just played the whole minute, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what you mean, defo, but because we haven't really had the players, like Sunderland. Me and my brother
Hmm
were talking about the game, and he was like, "Oh, I kind of blame Arteta for the draw because the one sub he made was just bringing on the one defender." He said you could see like Saka, Calafori, Rice, all these players looked like they was not struggling but looked tired. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
he's
the
thinking
fatigue was
like
catching up.
he's like, why didn't we bring on Skelly, Norgard, Nawari? Like bring on some of these players. They were available. Obviously, the other players weren't available, but we had them players there available. But he chose just to bring on one centre back. They went and
Yes.
scored. But I also said to him, you got to look at how Sunderland played a great game. They took it to us in that game, and they deserved a point. All right, it was
Mhm,
bad from us because we were 2-1 up, and in the end, then we let them come back into the game.
mhm,
But
mhm.
you got to give them some credit as well. You know what I mean? They played really well, and in the end, we drew in it. So I wasn't really
Yeah.
bothered. But like, yeah, I agree with you. We do have to manage some of the games a bit better, defo, and some of the minutes. We just got to make
Mhm,
sure we don't burn certain players out. Give some other players enough minutes because if you're sat on the bench only getting 2 or 3 minutes here or there, your form's not going to be the greatest. You know what I mean? So you want the other players getting a bit more game time as well, so they feel in their best form. You know what I mean? A part of the team.
mhm, mhm, mhm. And then if we look towards that Sunderland game, for example, the likes of Merino, and then especially the likes of Saka was completely lost by 70 minutes, 72 minutes. So I think between that period of time, there were a couple of moments, and so many times we were spinning those long passes to them. They were getting to the ball and they're sprinting, but that fatigue. They don't look fresh enough. They are
Yeah,
losing the ball. I mean, they are tired. So have we at least the Arteta? We don't have that attacking them at the moment, but we have got Ethan Wanyeri, for example. Okay, Wanyeri, you go and play to the right wing. At least he knows how to play. He's an attacker. He's got the legs to run, isn't it? He's still fresh. The composure is there.
yeah,
Something might have happened. Even tonight. If we look to the bench, okay, we have got Ethan Manyari as an attacking depth, and then we've got Noni Matuegi and Martinelli. But I was like, okay, fine. But the first substitution was he took off Trossard, and then he put on Noni Matuegi on the left. I was like, okay, fine. But Trossard looks more fit and more energetic than Saka, because Saka has
yeah.
been playing a lot of games. Why didn't you took
No,
him off? You
exactly.
know?
Well, maybe on the week on Bayern, he might not start Saka.
Yes, yes, exactly. I mean, it's
He
just
might start
2 to 3 days
Madueke
more.
in the wing
Yeah.
and Martinelli on the left.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's about time. I think Arteta needs to use his sub a little bit early on. At times, he brought on Skelly at 90 minutes. Okay, but
Yeah, I
again,
think he could have brought
let's
him on a
bring
little
him
bit
on
more.
at some
Uh-huh.
5 minutes.
You only give him 3 minutes or something like that. It's not really a lot, is it?
Yes, yes, it's not a lot. I mean, this is the indication that we could picture. You and I could picture easily. Skelly is starting at left back. Martinelli is playing left wing. He's starting over there. That's already written in the star.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the only thing. And don't be surprised when he starts Saka. I'm pretty sure.
But I was impressed with Eze today, going back to today's game. Because like I
Oh,
said, because
unbelievable!
the way
Unbelievable!
Moreno was making different runs and wasn't always in the striker position. So the space always seemed to be falling to Eze. Eze was
Mhm,
like our
mhm.
striker today in a way, or like a second striker.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That sort
Mhm,
of role. That's
exactly.
how he played it. He was in and around the box quite a lot. He ended up
I
getting
think
all the space.
I think that's how he used to play for Palace, isn't it? He used to play like that for Palace.
Yeah, he was like left wing more, but he was always in around the center, sort of in and around the
I mean,
box.
I mean, when he first joined Palace in 2020, it was during that COVID period, and I could see, I think Palace was under Roy Hodgson, that old guy. Palace were playing in a 4-4-2 formation that season, that lockdown period. Zaha was playing on the left. I think Eze was playing as a right midfielder as a start, and then he drifted to the left, and then he had been playing as a central player. I think slowly and slowly, I think we could see that AZ is a little bit improving, to be honest, because we all know the situation, like the tactical, the programming tactical of Mikel Arteta. It's like attacking midfielder drops too deep. We can see Saka dropping deep as a six. We can see Trossard or Martinelli, playing as a six. We could see those.
Yeah, they come
We
back
could see the,
sometimes. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, they drop too deep. And then Odegaard, for example, like he's coming so deep and collecting the ball from our own half. I mean, as an attacking midfielder, we don't, visualize that thing, isn't it? We presume that attacking midfielder to dictate the flow of the game and then, be more creative up front. And then we could see Eze doing that. Ethan Manjari, when he plays, he does that. The pattern is there. I think he's still learning on it, but I think tonight he showed how an attacking midfielder should utilize the chances.
Yeah, he
Opportunity
done
is
well.
there. Check. I think this is the hat trick after a very, very long time for us, isn't it? I think it's
Yeah, it's
been
the
long.
first time since 1979 that the hat trick's been
Oh
scored in
my
a
God.
North London derby from an Arsenal
Oh, no,
player.
we have seen the likes of Eddie Nketiah scoring hat trick lately. Yes, funny enough, and then we have seen Aubameyang scored hat trick for us. They are strikers. I think as an attacking midfielder that I've seen, I think this might be the first time after a very, very long time an attacking midfielder scoring an hat trick. I
Three goals.
think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now. You know what I mean? But there probably would have been some. But yeah, I can't think of none right now.
I think that's the caliber, that's the style I want Odegaard to do it. See the difference between Odegaard and Eze. We have been
But they're
talking from
different
before.
types of
Even
players.
you in that.
Totally
Yes,
different.
they're attacking midfielder, but their style of play is very different.
Yeah, they're
We
so
know
different.
about the Odegaard scenario, sexy play. He demands the ball. Yes, he presses. He does bring those passes here and
Odegaard's
there.
more of a passer.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, Eze
But,
can
but
pass. He's shown he's got an eye for a pass because he set a few goals up for us this season already. He's shown, but he's not like Eze will take players on and shoot. That's the type of player he is.
yes,
Therefore,
exactly. Yes,
he's a player
yes.
that he likes to take players on, and if he can get a shot off, he'll get a shot off.
Mm-hmm.
Odegaard will
Like
like even Odegaard will be in a position where he can shoot, but if there's a pass on, he will still pass because that's the type of player he is. You know what I mean? He's a
Exactly. I mean,
passer.
even tonight, as you have talked about AZ, like one is a shooter and one is a passer. Like the moment AZ scores that goal, yeah, or all the three goals, I was wondering if it was Odegaard, what was our situation? Because Odegaard will hit on that situation, yes, he
He
might
will
score a
shoot,
goal.
but you don't. There's
Yes,
times he don't shoot in it. There's like
yes, it passes
if his
that.
times is in a position where like shoot and he'll pass, in it. But he
He
does
pass, he
shoot
will pass.
because that season, I know it was a few seasons back, but he got 15 goals that season. He slapped bare goals in. He's just since then he's not done it. That's the problem. That's why we're like, what's going on with him? It's been, well,
Yes,
yeah, I don't
exactly.
know, but
Especially,
yeah,
especially
I'm
last
happy.
season.
I'm
Especially
happy.
last season. Especially
That's
last
right.
season. Either he passed the ball or the frustrating part, he holds the ball too much, he plays the ball too much. He just
Yeah, and then he's got
he's
to turn back and then pass away. Yeah,
yeah, I think it's okay,
but
but
I got to
at
jump off
times,
now, go.
yeah, yeah.
I got to go sort the baby out.
Okay, okay. Before you leave, bro. Yes. Who's your man of the match?
um, it's a toss up between Trossard and Eze for me. I think Trossard was played really well. Got the
Mm-hmm.
goal early. He set up Eze's goal, but because Eze gets a hat trick, he'll probably get the man of the match. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
But yeah,
then
I think Trossard
there's
gets a
a
good
thing.
shout out.
Trossard and Eze, obviously. Okay, that's a very good shout out. Yeah, obviously, man, you're not wrong. I think given the fact that he scored a hat trick in a North London derby. And then there's a question that I've asked to Richard, and even I will ask it to you. the goal that we conceded, we should have had a clean sheet tonight, isn't it? But the goal that we conceded from Richarlison, the goal was beautiful. Whose fault it is? Is it the fault of Zubimendi or is it the fault of David
See, the
Raya?
problem was, yeah, I went upstairs
Mhm,
after we went 3-0 up and I went to go to the toilet quickly. When I come
mhm,
downstairs, it was on the replay. So all I see was the ball in the air. I haven't actually seen what happened yet. I just see the
mhm,
ball in the air going over Raya's head, and that was the last replay that I see. So they didn't show
mhm.
it again. So, and obviously I was going out today for my sister-in-law's birthday, wasn't I? So
Yes, yes, yes.
as soon as the game was finishing, I left the house. So I didn't even see any replays or anything yet. So I will watch it
Oh.
back. But from what I've heard, from what I've heard Richard and my brother saying, like Zubamindi gets caught on the ball, sort of thing, and then they go and score from that. So I need to watch it back. But
Mhm.
I think it happened. Didn't it happen it last season? Didn't Tottenham score a chip against us last season as well? I'm sure.
It was not last season. It was on pre-season in
Oh
Hong
yeah, the
Kong.
preseason. Yeah, I knew they'd scored a goal like that at some point not too long ago against us. And I said to my
Yeah.
brother, I was like, bro, didn't Spurs score against us like this last season? And he's like, I don't know, you know. I was like, bro, I swear they chipped one of our like us in some game. I remember it. But that's the way he plays, isn't it? Like, you know, like I don't know if it's Arteta that wants him that high or that's how high he likes to come up, but he's basically playing as a sweeper keeper. He's pushed up quite a lot in loads of games. So
Mm-hmm,
that goal there, we get caught in position, that goal's always on.
I
But
mean, given the fact of the position, by the way, when Papisar scored that 40 yards goal, Raya was technically like more than 20 yards away from goal line. And tonight, he was literally inside the box, not that high up the pitch. You
okay,
know,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
situation, the
Okay, yeah, I've not really seen it too
situation.
well.
Okay, okay, Richard. Yeah, yeah, I
But
hear you, man.
I
I feel
think
you. I feel you.
if Zubamendi had the ball and he gets caught on it, then you kind of have to blame Zubamendi. I think just going off of that, if he's one that's sort of slow on the ball and he gets caught and they
No,
score from it,
he got caught. He got caught. He got caught. He had lots of time to pass the ball, but he hold on to the ball too much, actually.
yeah. So therefore, I think if that's the case, then I'd say it's his fault. You know what I mean? You can't really put the so Raya maybe shouldn't be pushed up, but
Mm-hmm,
if the guy's
mm-hmm,
the one that's losing the ball, you have to blame him. No, like if a
mm-hmm.
striker doesn't score a sitter, you're gonna blame the striker, aren't you? So the same way, if the guy loses the ball, it's his fault, isn't it? But I'm gonna jump off, brother.
Okay, and then lastly, I hope that we are ready for next week game. I think when we have time, maybe before the game, we can do a Bayern Munich preview if we got time,
Yeah, if you can't do
and
it
then
before, we'll do something after. Defo.
mm,
I'll see
and
what I can
then
do. I don't know what I'm doing
and,
yet, but speak
yeah.
to me in it. We'll talk about it. Defo.
And it's good that Richard is here, brother Richard is here, brother Chris is here. Yes, we have beat the Spurs, isn't it? We have beat our losing numbers. We have beaten the Chicken Basketball FC. Very good. We are all happy, isn't it? And yeah, next week
Yeah,
we've
man.
got Bayern Munich. Harry Kane is gonna come to our stadium. Yes, that's literally like a Spurs game for us. And yeah, next week we go to West London. We collect the rent due from the bridge as usual. So yeah, hoping for the best, man. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, the both of you.
That's all good, brother. That's all good. So yeah, we're definitely getting contact for either the Bayern or the Chelsea game. We'll do something. Defo.
Sure, sure. All right, all right. All right, thank you so much,
All right.
bro.
Take care, bro.
All
See
right.
you later.
All right. Take care. Yeah. All right. It has been a massive scream. By the way, Richard, before we wrapped up, we were gonna go with the player rating. Please give your player rating in the comment section below. I want to know your player rating. I think with that we will wrap this stream up. I think I will also go to sleep. It's almost 3:20 a.m. here. Wow. From Raya, the backline in the sub. I want to know your ratings. For me, I will give Raya a 7. I mean, quite okay, but I mean, the goal was literally not even his fault. And then I think Saliba and Hincapié, I'm gonna give them 8. Timber was good. I'm gonna give him 8. And Calafuri was also very good. I'm gonna give 8. Zubimendi, that mistake was very bad, man. So for that, I'm gonna give him a 6. On a positive note, all right? Rice will get a good 8. He was running the show. AZ, I'm going to give him 9. Very good performance. Saka, I'm going to give him 8. Besides not scoring goal, but he was influential for me. Merino for that assist and then running around, he was quite decent on this game, 7. And Trossard, man, I'm going to give Trossard a 8.5. He was literally almost there, but he was subbed off, you know. And then the subs, they didn't have that much time, so I'm going to give him 5.5. Oh. So what's your rating? What's your rating? Give it on the comment section here. So this has been the very intense game of week that we have witnessed. It's good that we didn't drop points, and then at the moment as it stands, we are on 29 points. We are 6 points ahead of Chelsea. Yes, so yes, next week we're gonna face them. And before that we've got Bayern Munich. So yeah, tough games are coming, man. Tough games are coming, and then we've got 2 London derbies left for the half of the season. Because after Chelsea, we're gonna face another West Londoner in Brentford. So yeah, Brentford looks good so far. Brentford looks good so far. Brentford looks good so far at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna wait and see what's gonna happen. But hoping for the best. The game was interesting, man. The game was very interesting. Richard, can you hear me? You can give the player rating here, and then we'll wrap this up. All right. Alright, shout out to all of you that have tuned in, by the way. If you're new to it, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, smash the like button, and yes, share, help me grow this community, alright? Almost, just few steps away from 500 subs. Still a long way to go, but slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, you know what I'm saying? It's been a very good stream, man. Yes, Brother Richard, despite being on a very tight schedule, coming back from work to home on train. I decided to stay here for at least 40 minutes. Shout out to you, salute to you, and as usual, Chris Pratt Woodley coming on this platform again. Yeah, it's been a massive game so far, and then yeah, big up to all of you, man. As usual, the Arsenal, the Gunners, the Kings of North London 4, Chicken on the Basketball FC or Nandas FC 1. We beat the Scums. Repeat the scums. Yes. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna wrap this up. And what's the player rating? What's the total in the game? Please comment down below. Alright, let me know. And then yeah, man. Yeah, let's call it a day. Yeah. Anyway, man. Bless up. Yeah, have a wonderful sleep to you, all of you. And then yeah, we move on to the next. Bayern Munich next. Yes, we move on. Yes, come on, you Gunners. Up the Gunners. Salute.